Welcome to Konkan, Maharashtra's emerald coast, with sapphire seas and golden sand with easy breeze. This is a land steeped in history and mythology, with Lord Ganesha of Ganpati Pule blessing its coast. It was home to the Maratha Navy, one of the best in medieval history. Home to revolutionaries proclaiming total independence. A drive across Konkan will bring you enchanting sights of impregnable sea forts, of palm groves and mango orchards, of temples with vibrant colors, and fishing villages dotting the Arabian Sea. Each of its 720 kilometers is a picture postcard. But for now, we are off to Sindhudurg, the southern tip of Konkan. Its vibrant palette of attractions in ecotourism, history and heritage, and marine ecology has earned Sindhudurg the title of Maharashtra's first tourism district. So come and soak your feet in the surf and sand. Walk ahead, a little more. Don't worry. May we introduce a new Konkan, mirroring the vibrance above the shore. Waters packed with surprises, not only for seafood lovers, but for keen marine enthusiasts as well. This very attraction has pulled 1 million tourists. You heard right, 1 million tourists in the past 4 years. And until diving came to this coast, merely 100,000 tourists trickled in every year. However, to explore the blue seas, one does need to handle a range of equipment. Like the snorkel that allows you to peek under the waters while you breathe at the surface. Or the scuba gear that allows you to explore the depths for hours at stretch. Tourists are flocking here to enjoy the unknown world. And here's a chance for you to take the unbeaten path of mentoring explorers underwater. Just like experts guiding visitors in museums and sanctuaries, for there are very few in the field and sky is the limit. If you hear the waves calling you, come, step into IISDA or the Indian Institute of Scuba Diving and Aquatic Sports, out here in Malwan in Sindhudurg. Check into IISDA, where a world of comfort and luxury welcomes you. This luxury beach resort comprises of super deluxe air-conditioned rooms, IISDA also has a presidential suite that has a king-sized bed, along with an extra space and drawing room to welcome visitors. This is not one of those boring classrooms that would put one to sleep. A look at your trainer will tell you that learning here comes with a generous dash of fun. IISDA is not only India's, but one of Asia's first PADI-certified scuba diving resort. The resort holds 2 well-equipped classrooms that thoroughly take diving trainees through the basics of diving and of marine biology and ecology. The video conferencing room gives an actual glimpse of the theory lessons through interactive video clippings. The institute caters to individual training programs and also to groups of 6 to 8 trainees at a time. The biggest takeaway of this course is the much coveted PADI certification. Your ticket to diving in every sea on this planet, opening to you avenues of a career in dive training too.
Underwater treasures in Sindhudurg is something which there is tremendous scope. There is a tremendous scope for scuba diving and snorkeling in these seas because of the vast and beautiful coastline which we have. The IISDA is one such venture of the government. ISDA also gives you career options for people who come and doing this instructor course. And more than that, it's also a great option for adventure tourism. The people who want to come and try it just for the sake of it. And once one is comfortable with ISDA, you can also go in and try deep sea diving in Angria Reef, which is about 100 kilometers away in the high seas.
Well then, join us on the terrace for a practical. In case you're wondering about a diving practical from a terrace, our star attraction is this swimming pool, built specially for our diving trainees. This is one of Asia's deepest confined water diving pool in our own Sindhudurg. Don't worry about going too far hunting diving equipment for yourself. Our in-house store is packed with the latest equipment, ranging from bodysuits to breathing apparatus that would ensure a memorable underwater experience for you. At the poolside on the terrace, peek into the crystal clear waters and you'll find a comfortable depth of 5 feet. This is where trainees rehearse the dives, known as shallow water diving, and then the depth drops straight to 25 feet, where the trainees involve in what is called confined open water diving. For more adventurous and advanced courses, ISDA is your destination. So, shall we go for our first dive? The first proverbial plunge. No! From now on, this gesture should not be used to convey an all clear. If you show your thumb, your instructor will end your dive as soon as it begins. This is the gesture for going to the surface. Sign language makes up for words underwater. This is how you signal an all clear. Tenacity, trust in your mentor, along with hand signals matter a lot for a diver. It's your mentor who knows the seabed like the back of his palm. Down there, he won't be able to speak about the spots and cautions one needs to deal with in the waters. Concentration and discipline will hold you in good stead. Age is no bar to master the art of diving. Anyone above the age of 8 and in good health is welcome to ISDA. Right from basic diving training to advanced courses needed to be a dive master, ISDA offers it all right here in Sindhudurg. These are some of our salient syllabi. Bubble Maker, a course for those who love playing under the waves and enjoy making bubbles. A slightly more detailed paddy seal course. It covers basic scuba diving skills such as breathing underwater, clearing a mask of water, recovering a regulator and swimming around, experiencing the sensation of being weightless. And now for the most thrilling aspect of this training, taking on the real, infinite ocean. Fortunately, we have a fine patch of the sea in our backyard. This is where thousands of visitors flock to enjoy the serenity of these waters. Hundreds of boats bouncing on these waves testify the popularity of Malwan's coastal attraction, while some enjoy the lazy pace of the waves. In Sindhudurg, history exists both above and below the seas. As you enter the pleasantly warm waters of the Arabian Sea, you shall find coral reefs as old as, or maybe even older than the walls of the sea forts, where the marine vegetation sways in perfect unison with the waves. How about finding Nemo? Speaking of the clownfish, there are several species, rivaling in color and size, and of course, speeds. You could run out of air while counting them all. But the color and variety will not. Imagine the kaleidoscopic beauty that hid under these waves for all these years. Stand on the seabed and hear the silence that you would have never found on land. When you look up to compliment its creator, you will see a different sun from under the water. The only sound would be of the bubbles that escape through your breath. As the evening lights fade, the coast of Malwan comes alive with twinkling lights. Sail into the more calm backwaters where you could soak in some breeze on the deck of a houseboat, a floating home on the shimmering waters. Back at the base, the resort at IISDA is literally shining in a new light, with more surprises in store. Your diving school by the day is now a cool pad in the evening. For the wary divers, IISDA has a gourmet restaurant where you could sample some authentic local fare, along with a continental menu for the less adventurous lot. Our expert chefs can also prepare a pan-Indian menu or set up a barbecue while you soak up the breeze. A candlelit dinner under the stars will leave you with some dazzling, lip-smacking memories. The stage unfolds performing arts rooted in Konkan's mythical past. The Dashawataris enact epics from Hindu mythology. Or folk music that sets feet tapping, welcomes one and all to join in and shake a leg. The ever-humble Konkani man, engaged in farming and fishing amongst other odd jobs, has started a new page through dive training. If you too have the hunger to try something new, challenging and rewarding, do book your next vacation at IISDA. This is just a glimpse of the pleasures Konkan has to offer, and more surprises will follow through the years.
MTDC has drawn up a big variety of plans for promotion of Sindhudurg and Ratnagiri. We are opening up major land banks in both these districts where we would be trying and getting in the best of investment from across the world to come and invest in projects here. Some of the projects which we are encouraging now, one is the Sea World project, and followed by a Bollywood tourism project and also a golf course of international standards. We would also be looking at the open commissioning of the Sindhudurg airport in 2 years' time, which I think will add a big fillip to the tourism promotion activities in this state. Apart from these major projects, we are also pushing the farm tourism and agro tourism in a big way. We have about 200 registered bed and breakfast units in Sindhudurg district alone, followed by another 200 in Ratnagiri. And I think with all these in the anvil and major projects which are yet to commission, I think Konkan tourism is on the right path.
On your next trip to Konkan, you could tag your friends along and introduce them to Sindhudurg's splendor and master the art of diving at our very own Indian Institute of Scuba Diving and Aquatic Sports. Do come to explore the uncharted waters of bliss, like we welcome in Malwani. Yeva Konkan approach us.